I had to run into the bathroom. I had to run into the bathroom. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Hold on, let me get somewhere else. For all those out there, for all of those out there, I can't even. Man, I gotta walk this off. You know, one of the craziest things. One of the craziest things is I had something. I had something that I just watched something, and it really made me. It really made me. It really made me feel something that. Made me feel something that I haven't felt in a long time. And you don't really realize that something is really wrong until your body starts doing something and you don't realize it yourself. You don't feel the emotions. You don't feel the let's say you start you see something, you hear something that is supposed to touch you deeply, and the only thing that happens is a tear come down, but you don't really feel what made the tear come down. That right there, that lets you know that something's wrong. Something is wrong. Something's really wrong. And when you realize that something is really wrong, man, that's where you can take some time out to figure out what it is. And the best thing to do is to not hold it in. The best thing to do is to get it out, get that energy out. You don't want that energy stored up inside of you. But basically, what that has shown me is that there's something you could get so traumatized in something to the point where you don't feel it anymore. And when that happens, that's the time to really dial in. That's the time to really dial in, really take a step back, and to see why it is that you don't feel that feeling anymore. And basically, long story short, because this is really I had to get it off. I had to get it off my chest right now. But basically, long story short, the story is not long or short. How should I say this? I'll pause it. Hold on, give me some thoughts. See, even though I paused it, it's still taking a bit. So I'm trying to force it. But basically, just say it. Like, the number one thing to do is just to talk about it. Bring it up to the front. Bring it up to the forefront. Realize what's going on. Realize what's happening. Realize that you are going through something. Realize that you are experiencing something. Acknowledge it. Like, don't hide it. Like, bring it up to the forefront. And that right there, how do you know to talk about something? How do you know to address something if you don't even know it's there? If you don't see it? If your mind has taken the trauma and completely gotten rid of it? The thing is going to resurface. It's going to bring itself back up. And if you can't even notice it, it's like having that disease where you can't feel pain. So like you could be touching something hot, it could be burning your skin, but because you can't feel pain, now you're getting a first degree burn is turning into a third degree burn when it didn't really have to. And you don't have any idea of what these experiences or what these ailments are going on with. So yeah, I know there's a lot of rambling, there's a lot of rumbling, but basically, man, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. It might be, you know what? It might be a part 2 later on in life, but this wasn't even something that I just want everybody to know that whatever was taken from you, it wasn't permanent. It wasn't permanent. Like in some way or some form or some shape, you do have it. You can get it. You do have it and you can get it. It just takes time. It takes intention. It takes for that spark to be brought back up again. And whatever situation, whatever circumstance to put you back into it again, like that's gonna be something that you meditate on, and it's gonna come to you, because when you do have a situation where you've lost a lot, to the point where there is no going back to what it is that you had, that sparked something up to get what you really wanted, to get what you really needed. Like, take those extra steps back to really think about what it is that you wanted, what it is that you needed. And man, this is tough to say. I usually take some more time to think about this because my thoughts be all over the place. And yeah, there's a lot that goes on. When I take the time out to really sit with it, it's the message to be a little better. But just know that it's not over, and that's really it. Like, it's not over. There's as long as you have the will, that's what it is. As long as you have the will, the belief that there is something that came from it, then there will be something that comes from that. God, He really does give you what you need. He really does. He really does give you what you need, because a lot of times the things that you think that you want, He can see, like a chessboard, He can see 4 or 5 moves ahead, and you can see that it's not gonna pan out for you well. It's not gonna pan out for you well. Like, we got an anniversary coming up, you know? We got an anniversary coming up. It's almost been 23, 24 years since, what happened in New York. And you think about all the people that told their stories of how they missed that event, and all of the supernatural things that happened, that the things that were completely out of their control, beyond their control, like no matter how much they tried, things would happen to make them not make a trip to where that experience happened with the towers. Like, that right there is just an example on a really massively large scale of what it means to really take that step back and to see why things are happening and what they were for. And yeah, this is a little example. It just came off the top of the dome. But yeah, like, staying up, that's the thing right there. That's the thing right there. I'm gonna make a little note on this right now. But one of the things that I do thoroughly enjoy when I meet new people, as I said the other day, I met new people. But one of the things I thoroughly enjoy is their perception, their experiences, their brains, and each and every individual is unique. Each and every individual is unique. How do you really know what color is actually being seen? Like, is this green? Is this green? Like, is this green? Out of my eyes, I was told that that's green, but it could look a completely different green to somebody else. And that is just a small example. And I'll go on this some more too, on how amazing it is to really take a step back and to look at yourself and to look at yourself as an individual and to really, take those steps forward to be the best you that you could be, because you really never know who it is that you touch in a way that you never thought you could. So I appreciate everyone out there that is being them best selves. Let me get my enunciation on. Being their best selves. Being their best selves. Yeah, you gotta move your mouth. and everything that they express and contribute to society. With that said, yeah, this was a unplanned, quick video. It wasn't quick, but you can see, y'all see what happens when it's not really planned out. I see what happens really not really planned out. But I wanted to get that message out there that everyone out there that has a gift, everyone out there has a gift, and everyone out there that believes that they lost it, maybe you didn't. Maybe it was something that I'll get into it later on. Because this is going to be a good video. Those that lost their gift. Nah, I'll come up with a good title for it. Those that lost their gift. Those that found their gift. Those that believe they lost a gift. Believe in losing a gift. Something like that. But nah, everybody, y'all got something. Yeah, just got to get them vibes up. I got to get the frequency up. And there's a way to do it. It is. All right. Stay up. I'm going to get up with y'all some more. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay up, one.